Thanks again for watching. I just want you to know I really appreciate hearing from those of you who watch these daily devotions. And whether you're leaving a comment on our church Facebook page, whether you're sending me a personal email or even texting me on my cell phone, I do enjoy hearing from you and hearing the difference that these make for you. So thank you to those of you who have done that in the last week. I've heard from a number of you. Yesterday we looked at Matthew chapter 6, verses 1 through 24, and today I'd encourage you to look in your Bible in that same chapter, verses 25 to 34. And I have to say, this is a passage that my mother did not like. And, not many passages in the Bible I'd say my mother didn't like. She had many Bible verses actually on the front of our refrigerator in our house. So it's not that my mother didn't like the Bible, but she didn't like hearing Jesus say not to worry, because my mother in her words would say she worried about everything. And I would tell my mother, Mom, you're sinning when you worry about everything. Jesus says, do not worry. And my mother didn't like hearing that. And she would say, well, that's easy for you to say. I wasn't a mom at the time, and I'm still not one now, all these years later. Um, but I know some of us, just by virtue of our temperament and how we're wired and made, some people tend to worry more or seem to worry about more things than others of us do. But why would Jesus tell us not to worry? Well, he shares some of the reasons why in Matthew 6:25 to 34. And our verse of the day is the very first one. Therefore, I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, or what you will drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? And part of what's behind this is, how is our life going to be oriented? And is our response to life going to be anxiety and worry and fear? Or is our approach to life going to be, I'm going to trust God no matter what? Because as Jesus goes on to say, he talks about the beauty of the flowers of the field. And there's no person as beautiful as a beautiful flower. No matter what clothes you put on, those clothes won't be as beautiful as a beautiful flower. And no matter how careful we are about what we eat, or any of our physical care for ourselves, all of us eventually are going to pass away. We're all going to die. And the ironic thing is, medically, we now know worrying actually will cause us to die sooner than if we take a more relaxed and accepting and trusting approach to life. And Jesus goes on to say, if God takes care of the flowers and the birds, how much more he will take care of us. And he warns us at the very end not to worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring worries of its own. Today's trouble is enough for today. Keep your focus on the present. Keep your focus on what you can influence today. Worrying about tomorrow robs us of the present and makes us anxious for the future. Trust that the God who holds you today will also hold you tomorrow, and do your best to live in trust and not in worry, today and every day.